Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm about to do a reaction now for a channel patron, Lanny O'Halloran. Lanny, thanks very much for your support. It's greatly appreciated, and you've requested a video that I'm sure is going to be either a difficult watch or a bit of a tear jerker, a bit of both probably. And the song's called Little Did She Know She'd Kissed a Hero in brackets by Kristy Jackson, and this is in remembrance of the 9/11 flight 93. It's a tribute, so as I said, it's going to be difficult probably, so heads up on it. Link to the original video will be in the description section below as always. So will our Patreon account if you'd like to become a patron and get a personalised video request and shout out like Lanny has. Do that to be able to get that, or simply join the channel as a member and get your requests through that way. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share and put the bell on. That would be fantastic. And if you've got nothing to comment, just comment no more talking, let's go, or hashtag Veterans Battle Still Rages. Thanks very much, and on that note, no more talking, let's go.
He found some socks, she chose his tie, and when he left for work that morning, he was just another guy going to work. He'd have to fly out to a meeting in LA, so she had kissed him twice goodbye. Little did she know she'd kissed a hero, though he'd always been one in her eyes. But when faced with certain death, he'd said a prayer and took a breath and led an army of true angels in the sky. Little did she know she'd kissed a hero, though he'd always been an angel in her eyes. Putting others first, it's true, that's what heroes always do. And now he doesn't need a pair of wings to fly. The phone had rung, his voice was calm. Before he could tell her anything, she knew something was wrong. I love you so, the last words he'd said. She said I love you too, and then the phone went dead. Little did she know she'd kissed a hero, though he'd always been one in her eyes. But when faced with certain death, he'd said a prayer and took a breath and led an army of true angels in the sky. Little did she know she'd kissed a hero, though he'd always been an angel in her eyes. Putting others first, it's true, that's what heroes always do. And now he doesn't need a pair of wings to fly. Now he doesn't need a pair of wings to fly.
Wow, what a powerful song. I never heard it before. I never even knew there was a song for I would imagine actually there's several. I've not heard any songs for United 93 flight that of course had been hijacked as well, but ultimately thwarted, is that the word? From reaching what was his intended destination, I think the White House. But the brave people on Flight 93 managed to stop the hijackers doing that, and ultimately gave their own lives to save thousands of lives. And as the flags say in the banners, we'll never forget Flight United 93. The bravery that they showed, wow, you know. And not only that, I've seen the movie, and the movie is just, whoa, that is hard hitting. They're all making the phone calls to their loved ones, knowing they've started to hear the rumours of what's happened in the other flights that have hit the Twin Towers. I think the Pentagon might have already been hit at that point as well. So they knew, oh no, this is not good. And they were pretty much aware that they were making their final phone calls to loved ones, which is a moment in the movie, but ultimately in real life, that is just a horrendous thing to think this is our last phone call. The fear they must have faced, but in the face of adversity and inevitably major fear that they would have been feeling, they've managed to muster up the bravery and the courage to give their own lives. A lot of the people on that flight, knowing that they weren't going to survive it, but actually to stop it from killing thousands of more people on the ground, and in one of the most important buildings in the United States of America, which in itself is heroic. And I think it's a very timely thing to happen, given this year. I think we're on the 3rd now of September, 8 days till the 20th anniversary of September the 11th, so it's a very sort of fitting time to be able to do a reaction to a song like that. I think it will be fresh in the families' minds of the people, the loved ones that they've lost on that flight, not just the heroes but the people there that were on the flight as well, who tragically had to lose their lives because of scumbags who had hijacked the plane and intended a lot of death and destruction on that flight. So this video is about commemorating the lost lives and the families who will inevitably be struggling this time of the year. So this tribute is for you, the reaction video is for you, and our thoughts and prayers as a channel, and I'm sure the supporters of the channel, patrons, members, etc. will echo that, what I'm saying there, and share that sentiment as well with me, and passing that on to the loved ones, families, friends of all those people, all these souls that never came back from that flight, and of course commemorating the heroes that managed to save so many lives on the ground as well. But what a fitting tribute. I'm sure if there's any other songs out there, which I was about to say, I'm sure there is, please drop a comment in the section below as to what they are. Whether or not I'll react to them, I don't know, but certainly have a listen to them, because it's such a major point in our modern history that still affects us today for several different reasons, but ultimately it's going to still be raw in a lot of family members, friends of these people, and this is not just exclusive to United 93 now. I say this is to all victims and continued casualties from that day. Of course there's people suffering from the dust they inhaled due to the Twin Towers coming down, they breathing that in. Of course there was a lot of people being dragged from the rubble, rescued from the rubble, and a lot of people who were rescuing those caught in the collapse of the buildings, who were subjected to the dust that they've had to breathe in, and they're sick because of it today. It's not something that's people are very aware of, which I think it should be pushed and pushed and pushed to get these men and women who are suffering because of the dust they breathed in from the attacks on September the 11th. So we think of them as well, actually, because they've been given a death sentence really after that, and they deserve the support from the government, whether it's for treatment or whatever, that would make their lives easier for them, then it certainly needs to be more done in their case. So that's about everything I think I've got to say on this one. I'm sure there'll be requests for other videos leading up, well, in the next 8 days or so, leading up to the 20th anniversary of September the 11th, and as I said, we'll never forget, on this channel I'll never forget, because it's actually had a major impact in my life personally, because I ended up joining the army and going to war in one of the countries after the Twin Towers have been hit, so something I'm quite, it means quite a lot to me as well individually, but ultimately the world, I think we owe all those lives lost and the lives lost after, given the conflicts that happened after this event, the lives lost there as well, so commemorate them too in the next few days. So thanks very much for watching, everyone, and Lanny, for the request, it's greatly appreciated. As I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and put the bell on. I know it's difficult to like a video like that, so you know what I'm saying, but anyway, thanks very much for watching. I am the Dawn Father, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.